What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. I'm going to start off with NXT because NXT had their Great American Bash pay-per-view, which I actually thought was a good NXT show.
Yeah, I enjoyed that as well myself.
Yeah, I did get a chance to...
I enjoyed the highlights.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes that's all you have to do, right? I did not get a chance to see the pre-show with the Metaphor, but I have them and I lost points because they lost because to Nathan Frazier and now. But But we did have the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks, for taking on Gallus, Wolfgang and Mark Coffey with Joe Coffey. Huh?
When I tell you, I saw that coming a mile away. I got mad, then I realized, wait, I got rid of them.
Wait,
I saw.
You got rid of Tony D'Angelo and Stacks?
No. I got rid of Gallus. I had Gallus. And I just knew they was going to lose them titles. So I'm like, this looks weird.
I'm just happy that they won. Like, Stacks and Tony. Because I feel like it's been a long time coming, it feels like, for them to hold something in NXT. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it probably would have been...
Not for them. Long time coming. Was it, what, a year and a half?
Probably 2 years now.
I'm about to say Stacks is still relatively new, isn't he? Because I know Tony D'Angelo been there since they did NXT 2.0. So
because he had the other dude. He had the two dudes, and then one of them got in trouble, and then they had to throw him over the river. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I remember that.
they Lucha Underground. They actually killed him.
Yep. Maybe that's why it feels like it's been coming so long, because Tony D'Angelo been around for so long, and he's been in like so many feuds and everything that it feels like, oh look, finally something's happening, yay!
But it was cool. I liked their finisher. I thought they even though was it Joe Coffey kind of messed up the match for them in their favor, but shout out to the family. And actually, that match didn't even go 10 minutes, so it was actually quick, fast-paced kind of action. I personally enjoyed the Roxanne Perez versus Blair Davenport Weapons Wild match. I know it could be a lot better, but I have been a fan of Blair Davenport. Even with the new DLC that just came out, I've been playing with Blair Davenport a lot, and I'm like, oh, damn. I didn't watch NXT UK. But watching her here and having Roxanne Perez's mom in the audience, who, by the way, looks exactly like her.
That's an attractive family, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen her mother in the front? I'm just like, who is kissing who?
You know, it's funny. I saw her mother in the front, but understand where I'm coming from this. I was more focused on her little sister based upon the looks of shock off her face of her little sister throughout those entire match. She was like, my sister's gonna die. Like, what's like you can tell she had legit concern in her face, and I was like, that's what you need to focus on.
I'm about to say, I'm glad you said it. I'm about to say, why was the eyes a little?
That's why I said I need to explain that whole thing. And I need to explain that whole thing because I knew how that was about to sound.
Yeah. Like I said, the women did a lot. Roxanne Perez wins with it's a code red. You know, I know they call it so many different things now, but on a pile of chairs to Blair Davenport. Gable Steveson versus Baron Corbin in a double count.
Oh my God!
Now
I didn't care for it.
They do not like this bull.
Now, okay. So I know you gotta fill me in because here's my thing. I'll just say my piece first now to get it out the way. Gable Steveson, I felt as though wrestling wise, he did fine.
He's incredible.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
He hit his suplexes, he hit his Germans, he sold for Corbin of all people, and he he was really getting in there. I disagree with a double counter. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if Baron Corbin's reinventing himself. I don't care if he's on NXT. Beat him. Don't double count out Gable Steveson to Baron Corbin in his debut match. Especially when he's about to leave again to go back to the Olympics and then come back. You can't do that.
So to attempt to counter your point, you make sense. Debut matches, you're trying to come out, you're trying to premiere that. You usually start with the W, get some momentum under you, especially like you said, when you're on your way to walk back out the door to the Olympics. But I feel like they might have been painted into some sort of corner because you got this whole repackage of Baron Corbin coming out with the burning the ships and all that stuff.
Bro, it's more than just that, man. Like, can we please just we beating around the bush, man. It's the allegations, man. You don't want the dude to win. You don't want the dude with the allegations to win. You can't really have the quote unquote heel beat the baby face on his debut. They had to make a different call, bro. I don't like the way it ended either, but I mean, this is what it is. Because I guarantee, the repercussions they probably would have had if Gable won, it probably wouldn't have been. It probably wouldn't have been in the best light, even though NXT doesn't have anything to do with that. But it's like he's your employee, so I mean, guilty by association. I don't even want to say they're guilty, but just associating with somebody with them type of allegations, man. That you gotta make the hard calls. I would have personally just had Corbin win on the fly because it's like, dude, like he's hot in this match. Not saying he's hot in the company, but like he's hot in this match. You might as well let him win and get a crowd something to cheer about. But I mean, you hear the crowd. Commentary can barely call the match because of the crowd. You're not Angle, Corbin, like all that bullshit, like all that, bro. They saying everything. They don't like this dude, man. Mm-hmm. They don't like this dude. I even though I agree with you, Mr. A&E, it shouldn't have ended in a count out. But I don't know if I'm developmental and I'm or whoever's in charge, the writers, and I'm thinking like, all right, look. We can't have this on our jacket, but at the same time, our baby face, because technically he is the baby face. No matter how much the crowd want to boo him, he is the baby face. Our baby face can't lose on his in-ring debut. So it's just like a weird corner that they're in.
Okay, before I say my other piece, Prime, do you have an opinion about it?
Not really. I honestly don't even care about Gable Steveson, not to be rude. I just don't really care.
And it sucks though, because he is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. And I feel like, you get somebody like Jason Jordan behind him for like producing his shows, this dude's been producing bangers. I feel like he could have made Gable look good. But again, man, it's hard to beat them allegations, bro.
Okay, so my biggest thing is how long did NXT know about these allegations? Because honestly, I haven't been following. There's a difference between not following and ignoring. And of course, because really, I have been so busy, I haven't been able to chance to know what's up. And then when I hear something that's going on, I'm like, oh, wait, really? Because then I try to go look at it. But I haven't been hearing much about Gable Steveson. Like compared to like Jonathan Majors, I haven't been hearing much stuff. Now, it'd be different if I heard it and I just choose not to look at it. I haven't done that. So, with these allegations, how long have these things been into place? Because depending on how long they've been in place, he should have went out there for a match in the first place.
So you're saying you might have just scrapped the match as a whole? I
would just give Baron Corbin somebody else to Baron Corbin. Never gave him.
I like that. You could have had Corbin just like what they did with Sami Zayn on Raw. Just like have Corbin take him out backstage.
I do agree with that.
You could honestly, what you could have did,
have his brother come on.
Yeah, you could have had him beat his brother. You could have had Corbin beat Damon Kemp. And then, which could have caused more of a rift that depending, or it gave you a little bit more time to figure out these allegations, and depending on which way the thing is going to swing.
That's why I was saying, like, I agree with you. I feel like that's why I was saying, like, he could have attacked Stevenson backstage, get him, quote unquote, write him off so he can go handle that and the Olympics, obviously, and then just have Damon Kemp oh, that's my brother, like, get that lick back while we wait for Stevenson to deal with what he got to deal with.
Or it could be a thing where they can be scared. And it's like, damn, this thing could probably be something. Let me just use what I can out of Gable Stevenson now. That's a possibility. Honestly, I'm not necessarily sure. Now he don't.
Well, yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think they did.
Okay, yeah, but I would say, but right now it's like if they want to continue using Gable Stevenson, like I have not watched a full episode of NXT since Great American Bash, and there's one tonight. Obviously, we're recording, and it just went on, and there was one last week. I don't know what's been going on with him since then.
I have no idea.
So I wouldn't know, but this out of like curiosity, but it was a count out, and I just thought it was not that great. The thing that was pretty good, I thought that this could have been like time for match of the night was hold on, did I miss? Okay, no, I did. I'm sorry. Dirty Dominic Mysterio taking on Wesley and Mustafa Ali in a triple threat match for the North American Championship. Good match. I thought they all got some good time. Dominic got some good heat. Mustafa Ali scares the hell out of me every time he does that 450 to the apron. Stop doing it, please. But Dom ends up winning the match again, kind of like stealing the victory and using the Fog Splash to. Did he pin Ali or did he pin Wesley?
He pinned Wesley.
Yeah. So Dom has developed way beyond I thought where Dominic was going to be at this time. I thought that was going to be in NXT permanently, but just being somebody that goes out there and jobs to Corbin. Not being one of the top heel acts in the company.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think Dom was walking out with the belt in that match. I thought they just did that, for like the little bump and push. When they bring somebody down, give it a little bit more interest, then it would like switch to Ali or something. I didn't think he was going to come out this match the winner.
Uh-huh. How about any of y'all with Dom winning?
Honestly, I don't know. It annoys me.
Dirty Dom and Mommy annoy you?
But I'm about to say they're doing their job though, man. The heels are pissing me off, so I mean I can't get mad at it. But it's like, bruh, why are y'all here, man?
And it's funny. What Flo said, you can see on Ali and West's face when they come in. They just got pure disgust. Like, why are you in our house? Get out. And he can still come back because he's a champion.
He has to. Oh,
and from just to break the fourth wall, from what I saw, the results of tonight's show, I don't know. It looked like I don't know if did Brian go back to being face?
Breaker?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause
if he did, why?
I'm asking because like Von Wagner put him through a table, so I'm thinking maybe he takes the North American title off of him since they didn't call him up like they should have.
Who, Von Wagner?
Maybe he's the one. No. Braun Breaker. They didn't call him up like they were supposed to. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, if the results of that I saw tonight equals him being back to a babyface, then maybe they should have him. They'll have him take the North American title off of Dom, which I mean I think is stupid anyway. But I mean we got what we got. So
I definitely have to look into that. I'm definitely going to have to look in that a little farther because I know Dom was supposed to defend the North American title tonight as well.
Against who?
Against
Dragon Lee.
Oh yes, shit. And Mysterio's
in his corner. Mustafa Ali said he wants whoever wins.
Oh, he wants to face him whoever wins?
Yeah, he wants to face whoever wins. I got to break the fourth wall.
No problem. Submission match for the Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Thea Hall. Look, I appreciate you, little baby.
Wow, a submission match between non-MMA fighters. I wonder who else could have used that stipulation.
Hey, tell me you pissed without telling me you pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just...
Honestly.
So, Thea Hall, I like her. She's cute. She's young. She's energetic. There's no chance in hell. I was like watching this matchup, the little build up she was doing, whatever the case may be. I was like, but she wasn't gonna win this match. She tried, and I was just like, it was decent, but Tiffany Stratton ends up with the win here. I mean, do I like Theo Hall getting put in this position? It was cool, but
they threw in the towel, didn't they?
Yes, they threw in the towel.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what does this do for Chase U? I mean, maybe because she's young and she's not ready, and she gonna fight through the pain and that really hurt herself, and maybe he made a conscious decision. I don't know where it's going. Like I said, didn't see the next two episodes of NXT, so not necessarily sure.
Dude, honestly,
I can tell you, one of them had a match on NXT and she threw in the towel and got the match called out. Like, got the match.
Was it Duke Hudson or Andre Chase?
Duke Hudson.
Okay.
So yeah, she threw in the towel. So yeah, and then like tonight, Rey Mysterio gave her some advice. I don't know. Now, rumblings have it, Imperium's getting a girl. I don't know who, but I mean,
I don't know if Theo Hall fits with that. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I feel like at a point, the reason that she threw in the towel because Tiffany Stratton couldn't get that Boston Crab right. That joint was not looking good at all.
You do got a good point on that. Yeah, it just was not locking, but she retains the championship. And then the main event for the NXT championship, Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Very good match by these two. Is Trick and Melo actually over?
Now, I remember a clip that I saw from the next week was that Melo and Trick was having a conversation backstage, and Trick was pretty much telling him, he said, yo, I need to leave and do my own thing because I can't keep being seen as your sidekick. And Melo was like, I don't see you that way. And he was like, I know you don't, Mel, but everybody else do. So I need to step away and do my thing. And Melo shook his hand and said, well, it's always respect. And then they walked away from each other. But like as said multiple times, I didn't watch any follow-up after that. But going off that, I would think that's the end of them.
Damn, I was hoping they joined my Hurt Business 2.0.
I like if Trick does as a new mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's great, but I'm like, Melo is money.
Melo's still the champion. And he needs to hold that division together as champion right now.
You are right. You are right. Maybe he come up a little bit later. Maybe he could be the one that after starts getting a little stale, like blamp, let's drop in Melo. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, okay. My fault, I'm all late. But yeah, they split up. Trick already got whatchamacallit coming up.
What do you got?
Who he got? He's going against Ilya Dragunov at Heat Wave.
Woo! Suicide.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, that's a good way to get him out of NXT if they're going to go about the way you think about it. Pretty much Dragunov destroys him, and now he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they go that way because I'm just like, maybe it's time to move on past MVP because I don't want Omos nowhere near this new thing. Okay.
I can only agree with you with that. I don't want Omos near anything, though, to be honest.
He said to be honest, yeah, like, you know, fuck it! Yeah, you're right. So, but it was still a good matchup by him and Dragunov, so I recommend y'all go see that. Just go back and check out the Great American Bash.